What's up everyone, Danny Lining back. Today we are doing a Ravana Cryo build. I've always found rocket weapons are really hard to play, but if you can land the shots, these do huge amounts of damage. So rockets fire a little bit slow, so you do kind of have to learn to lead ahead, and I've never really been good at leading ahead with rockets. I guess I really just don't play the rockets enough to get a feel for them, but we're going to give this a go. I mean, the robot is excellent. Let's get to the build. When it comes to the specializations, you definitely want to unlock the brawler tree. Getting that repair amplifier and then immune amplifier is huge. Those two modules are amazing. And then we're running the unstable conduit as our power cell module, I guess you would call it. That's going to be my new nickname for those, is the power cell module, because you got to spend your power cells to use that module. When it comes to the drone, this is hands down the best drone you can get for this. It gives him a speed boost every time he activates the ability, plus a few other things, but this is the drone you want if you can get it. Hawkeye is really good because that heals you. That's another great choice for drones. Hiroko is really nice because it can give you some extra durability, plus it's got a built-in shotgun, so it's like having a fourth weapon, so that's a really good choice. If you need anti-stealth, run the Seeker. That works great for seeing those pesky robots in stealth at close range. Shy Drone is great for the last stand and the extra durability. I'm a big fan of that one, actually. That's a really good drone. That's probably one of my favorite all-around drones right now is the Shy. Love that thing on pretty much any robot. And finally, if you don't have any of those, I think the Whiteout is a good choice if you're playing this thing at close range, but you got to be right next to somebody, 100 meters or closer in order to get the Whiteout to work. So yeah, very close range drone. Now, when it comes to weapons, there's a huge amount of choices. These are not by far my favorite. I already recorded the game footage yesterday, and I already know how this went for me. I have a really hard time playing these weapons, but we're still going to give it a go. The robot itself is excellent. I mean, this robot is pretty darn close to being meta, even though it's old school. I mean, this robot is good for survivability. It's got great defense. It can stay alive for a long time if you play it well. When it comes to the pilot, we have the Ravana Poe. This gives him an extra ability charge, so you can use the ability 3 times, which is awesome. We're going to be running Mechanic, Armor Expert, Roadhog, Adamant Roadhog, Stubborn Warrior, Tough Guy, and Clever Survivor. Now, the Adamant Roadhog, you could probably change that out to like Master Gunsmith or any skill that you want, but if the enemy has 3 or more beacons, that extra speed is actually pretty nice. Or you could go with the one that gives you defense points if the enemy has 3 or more beacons. But, you know, that skill, pick whatever you want, but I kind of like that one on this guy. If you don't already have a Ravana, I would definitely start building one in the workshop. I mean, this robot is really good. You can build these weapons in the workshop, but, you know, they're not my highest recommended weapons for this, but they'll work if you can land the shot. So let's go get this thing into some gameplay. But first, check out this little 10-second message really quick. So let's go do it to it. If you purchase something over on the Warbots web shop, don't forget to click the Support a Creators button and type in code DannyLightning at checkout. That helps support this channel, and you might find some discounts and free stuff over there on the web shop as well. There's a link to the web shop in the video's description, but let's get back to the video. Alright, so we have a couple of clips here for you guys. So we're going to drop in Mr. Ravana right here, and I think we're going to run towards the center. I normally like to go into the center beacon with this. I don't know, this is just such a fun robot, guys. If you don't have one of these, I would highly suggest building this in the workshop. And where is my camera, guys? Where's my camera? Hold on. It's right there, but bam! People are going to complain that the camera's not on, so there we go. And some crafter just jumped in here, so we got to fight as a crafter. First thing, right? First thing, a big old crafter comes in here. So I'm just gonna try and keep using the abilities so it doesn't kill me. And then when I come out of the ability, I really want to hit that healing when I get a chance. So I'm gonna try and back off for a second. I think I'm stuck on that other guy, sir. All right, so we're not gonna leave our teammate in there because he came in there to help me. We're just gonna kind of let him take the fire because, you know, I was already low in health and he came in there probably full health. All right, they got him. I'm going to go ahead and, oh crap, sandwiches. There's a bad guy right there. Hold on. Get him. Yes, we got a kill, but bam. Now, one thing about these weapons is they do huge amounts of damage, but unfortunately, it's a little hard to hit the target with these. They move a little slow, right? If you're trying to shoot a robot that's moving, these weapons, you really got to learn to lead ahead according to how fast your enemy is moving, because I'm going to tell you what, it is not easy to hit somebody with these. Like, the reload time's not too bad, the damage is great, but my god, it's hard to hit somebody with these rocket weapons. So we're almost dead here, but we've survived for quite a while. I mean, we did really well. Now, these do have a little bit of splash damage. I don't think it's much, so even if you come close to hitting somebody, you will damage them. But yeah, not my favorite weapons, right? They're good if you can learn to aim these correctly. That's the main thing. If you want to play these weapons, you got to take some time to learn to aim them. It's not easy, but come on, get him. Bam, got him, double kill. At close range like that, oh, come on now. At close range like that, it's really, but when you're playing them from a little bit of a distance, that's when they get tricky to aim. So that was fun, that was good. We survived a long time, we got a couple of kills. Let's go play another battle. Let's go do it to it. All right, so here comes battle number 2. Depending on whether or not this game goes well, I may or may not show you this one, but this might be battle number 2. But we're going to go ahead and run our teeny little legs on over here, like, and somebody's shooting me, but hey, I turn invisible. I don't care. You can't get me, sir. You can't get me. You can try, but no luck for you. All right, so we're going to run over this way. We're basically just using this for the speed. Now, I'm not 100% sure if they're going to leave it having this much speed. I mean, it never used to have this much. Maybe back in the day when it first came out, then a couple of, like maybe 2 months ago, a month ago, they changed it back and gave it all of its speed back. So that's making this thing really fun to play again. Even without the speed, it was great, but now every time you hit the ability, you can travel a nice distance, and I'm hoping they leave this robot like that because it makes it so much more fun to play. Like, it's fun like this, right? It doesn't make it that much better, except for you can move across the map faster. But the fun factor has gone sky high due to being able to move faster. It's just more enjoyable to play like this. But I really do hope they leave it as it is because I like the speed. So that guy's going to go back there. Luckily, we have a teammate back there, so he's not going to be able to steal my beacon unless my teammate sucks and gets beat up. But if you notice, I was having a really hard time hitting that guy with these weapons. But yeah, I suck with these weapons. All right, let's see if we can get this dude. So a lot of those shots right there missed. Unfortunately, that guy flew up in the air. So right now, there's a whole bunch of them. This is not good. Oh my god, there's like 43 of them, and there's one of me. And I'm going to try and stay alive here for a minute. Maybe I can wipe this guy out. Oh man, that was terrible. Just way too many of those guys over there. They beat me up. I mean, that was a fun match and all, but we survived long enough. It went okay. Not the best match, but you know, these weapons are hard to use. I was completely outnumbered there, and well, I tried, you know. I timed that ability to try and survive, and well, yeah, you saw what happened. So let's go play one more. All right, so it looks like we are about to drop in on the canyon. This is always a really fun map, so I think I'm going to go over to the right beacon, and then maybe head over to center, or maybe I'll just head over to center. I don't know. I think we're going to go for center. Normally I run to the right beacon, but I didn't see anybody heading. Oh, okay, I guess I should have went right, but that's all right. We'll help this guy take the center beacon. Hopefully one of my teammates did go over to the right. You never know. When you're playing with a bunch of random players, you never know what they're going to do. So please go over there and get our beacon. It looks like somebody did not get one of them. Unfortunately, that is not a good sign. We still have a beacon that's white, and it's not being changed. So yeah. The good news is we do have 2 beacons. Right now they've got one in like a 2% of another. All right, somebody finally went over there. Thank goodness. So let's go ahead and move over this way. Right now, we're just going to try and find a way to get closer to some of these guys so we can shoot them and damage them. Now, these weapons don't have a whole lot of range. Like, if you play this robot with ranged weapons, it's a lot of fun. But right now, we're going to go Rambo. We're going to go get this thing into some battle. We're going to take it into a spot where we're in a bad situation. And we're going to see if we can keep this alive and maybe grab a couple of kills. So this is kind of like a durability test. We have no business being back here by ourselves with this robot, but we're doing it anyway. We're just going to see what we can do. Can we get some kills? Can we stay alive? I'm not sure, but that guy is taking very little damage. I mean, we just unloaded a lot of ammo into that dude, and he's still almost at full health. I lost a weapon. I'm at low health, but I'm still alive. I mean, this is actually going pretty decent. Unfortunately, my ability's not ready, so let me hit that up. That was... Yep. Alright, so bottom line is, we timed the abilities well. I think if I would have had a different set of weapons on there that I was a little bit better at playing, I think that would have went a little differently. I think I probably would have taken out 2 or 3 or 4 of those guys before they killed me, but that was kind of like a durability test in a worst case situation right there. And honestly, it really didn't go too bad as long as you timed the abilities correctly. Let's go play another one. Alright, so personally, I'm not enjoying these weapons whatsoever on this robot. I find these weapons to be hard for me to play. Now, on damage testing, all the damage testing we've done showed that these weapons do huge amounts of damage if you can land the shots, but trying to land the shots just, I don't know. I can't get the hang of aiming these. If I played these more often, sure, I'd probably get the hang of these, but I've just never been good with rocket weapons. Like, I absolutely suck with rocket weapons in general. They just don't work for me. They never have. They always just shoot a little too slow. Just like flamethrowers. Flamethrowers and rocket weapons, I find them very hard to work with. The only rocket weapons I really like are the Ultimate Orkans and the Avalanche. For some reason, I really like the Avalanche weapons. They're super fun to play. I mean, last time I played them, they were doing huge amounts of damage, so hopefully they're still good. That's one thing about this game is, you know, you might try something out and it's good, and, you know, 6 months later it sucks, and then 3 months later it's good again. I mean, the game is always changing. There's always different things out there on the battlefield. This is meta, then that's meta, then something else is meta, and depending on what everybody's running, certain things work better than others, depending on what's all over the battlefield, right? When you got a bunch of raptors all over the battlefield, that's one thing. When you got a bunch of ducks all over the battlefield, that's another thing. So what you play matters at different times depending on what's popular on the battlefield. So every little thing makes a big difference in your robot and weapon choices on this game. Oh, they took me out. Alright, so yeah. The robot's fun, the robot's very durable, but I just can't get anywhere with these particular weapons. I mean, you can build these in the workshop. They're really good, but I just can't land the shots. That's my problem. I have a really hard time landing the shots. But let's go ahead and just play out the rest of that battle. We'll just go ahead and show you the rest of that battle. So let's drop back into that. Alright, so here we are. We're dropping our Fenrir in. We're just going to finish out this battle. And I'm going to tell you what. I love the Ravana. Don't like the weapons whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, they're very good weapons. They just do... Oh, come on now. They just don't work for me. We are in... Oh my god, this is horrible. I don't understand, man. I spawned in and like 15 people showed up. So we're going to try and play this terrible hover. No, I had a couple of really good games with this. But yeah, it usually... We're outnumbered here. There's like 15 of them. There's one squishy hover. And... we got a kill, but bam! That's the best you can hope for with this robot. If you got 1 or 2 kills before you die, you did good with this, right? It's super fun to play, but my god, it is squishy. It really has no defense whatsoever. I mean, it's a squishy robot that flies. That's basically what it is. Oh god, there's a ducks. I'm done. I'm done. Goodbye, little robot. That was fun for a second. Alright, let's bring in my ducks. Like, I really hate playing this thing, but everybody seems to have one, so honestly, if you can't beat them, join them sometimes, right? Ah, crap, it's a mauler. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit him with the mothership. We're going to probably get killed here. We got a mauler and a condor. This is not good. This is not good. I'm probably going to have to use my... Oh, crap. Alright, I'm going to use my phase shift here. I hit the ability by mistake. I totally messed up my ability timing, so... yeah, make sure you're not in a phase shift when you use your ability, because that was just bad. All right, we got a double kill. Somehow I'm still alive. I'm going to tell you what, a lot of people are saying, oh, Dux is so squishy. Oh, man, they killed me. But we beat some people up before they took me out. But I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of stuff on the battlefield right now that's way too powerful. I mean, I used to be able to drop in a robot and survive for a while. But nowadays, man, there's so many things doing so much damage, you get killed so fast, it's crazy. So, yeah. You either gotta play really tactfully. It's hard to play brawling robots right now because I find the Duxes are all over the place, and the Maulers and the Condors, and a lot of these people seem to be doing a lot of extra damage. Now, I did a little bit of testing here, and I'm gonna tell you what, we have found that people are in fact doing more damage than they should be. The amount of people that I think are running the subtle hacks right now is insane, because we kind of did some timing on how fast another player is killing a certain robot. I kind of replicated that build, and I was not able to do anywhere near as much damage as quickly as a lot of these people are doing. So I'm 99.9% sure about 80% of these freaking players right now are running these subtle hacks. Maybe not 80%, but I bet a good 40-50% of these players are running the damage hacks. It's ridiculous. Honestly, I just want to say, if you're hacking, you are lousy. You suck. You suck. Hackers suck. We don't like them. We don't like them. It's not the right thing to do. If you're running a hack or a modded account or something, you are cheating. You are cheating to get an advantage over another player, and that is not okay for any reason at any time, right? That is not okay. Not okay. A lot of people think it's okay. I mean, the game went well, but yeah. A lot of these people who hack the game try to justify, oh, we're getting back at Pixonic. No, you're not getting back at Pixonic. You're taking the fun away from other players. That's all you're doing, is you're screwing other players out of a good time. You're not getting back at Pixonic. You are getting back at other players who did nothing to you. You are cheating. You're just a crap player who either enjoys ruining everybody's day, or for some reason you're just so bad at the game that you can't win without the hacks. And if that's the case, then go find something else to play, right? Go find something else to play if you suck that bad that you can't win without cheating. But there are hackers everywhere lately, and it sucks. Anyways, that was a really fun battle. The robot was amazing. I enjoyed the robot. It's all about the ability timing. But the weapons, these weapons just don't work for me. Personally, I do think you should probably build some cryo type of weapons in the workshop if you get a chance. But they are a little bit harder to play. It takes a while to get used to leading ahead because, you know, those rockets move kind of slow and people can get out of the way. So you definitely got to lead ahead of the moving targets, which is an art that I've never been that good with. I like weapons where you point at something and it hits what you're pointing at. I don't like weapons where you have to lead ahead. I just haven't played them enough to really get the feel for those lead ahead weapons, to tell you the truth. Like, I very rarely play weapons where you have to lead ahead, so I'm not used to them. I haven't got the hang of it. I mean, that's definitely a skill on its own, is learning to hit people with those lead ahead weapons. I mean, if I played these enough, I guarantee you I could get good with them. I could get the hang of them. But as a YouTuber, I'm constantly changing everything around all the time for this video and that video and that video. So I don't really get the chance to play a lot of this stuff regularly. So, you know, I don't get to really master something. I just get to try it out, play it, use it, you know, play a few games with it, get a feel for it, and then move on. So it's not like some people that play a robot over and over and over for weeks and months and years and really get to master that robot. So that does give me a little bit of a disadvantage that so many things change so often. But hey, you know, if you can throw something in there and do decent with it with very little practice or very little use on something, then you know you're doing pretty good. If I left this thing in my hangar for a month, I guarantee you I would get the hang of it, and I would probably beat the crap out of people with it because the weapons do damage, the robot's great, It's just hard for me to land the shots with these particular weapons at this current time because I don't have enough practice with them. Like, one thing about this game is it takes practice. It takes patience. You know, you got to learn your robots, learn your weapons. You just gotta take the time to really master whatever it is you're playing to be able to do well with it. But anyways, very cool robot. Not my favorite weapons for this robot, but I love the robot. I just want to say thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. Huge shout out to all of my channel members. If you check out the video description or the pinned comment, you'll find my affiliate links where you can get some really awesome stuff. Plus, you'll see some game news and information, plus a few other ways you can help support this channel. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot. Have a wonderful day. Lightning out.